Yo, 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 welcome to Lefty's Logic. Today, Tuesday, October 31st. And as I told you guys, for the rest of the football season, I will be doing a quick Lefty's Logic, previewing and also reviewing the Bears' past game and the upcoming game, which we all saw the debacle that happened Sunday night against the Los Angeles Chargers. Clearly outclassed, outcoached, outplayed every way, shape, or form. Can't really blame Tyson Bagent. Undrafted rookie quarterback. that loss was on the team. It was a full team loss at this point. Uh, Penalties, turnovers, drop balls, just silly mistakes, bad tackling. It was all around bad team loss. Not gonna say the team looked unprepared, just didn't look like they just looked totally outclassed. Right? Like there was varsity versus the frost off at some point, which is pretty embarrassing, especially since it was a national broadcasted game. So that leaves us coming up New Orleans this Sunday, and Tyson Bagent goes again. Justin Fields is not ready to go, but there is some good news. Some good news. NFL trade deadline today. Chicago Bears. Ryan Poe's working, man. He's working. Uh, one of my biggest beefs with him has been not using high value assets in the trenches. Let me say the trenches. I mean offensive, defensive lines. Outside of this past off season, Darnell Wright, number 9 overall pick, Javon Dexter, high second round pick. He's pretty much only been using low draft picks and second and third tier free agents to fill the trenches. You got to get some dogs in those trenches. And today he did that, trading a second round pick for Montez Sweat from the Washington Commanders. Montez Sweat, a part of one of the best defensive lines in football. 27 years old, still in his prime, already 6.5 sacks. He's already the best defensive player on the team. Not even putting the helmet on. He's the best defensive player on the Bears team. I like to pick up. Some people question it, because it's another high draft pick, spent on a veteran, and we still kind of got the Gips and the Chase Claypool debacle. I don't think this is that. The only question I asked with Montez Sweat, I think it's a wait and see thing, is did he make guys around him better, or was he better because of the guys around him? That's the big question, and hopefully he's the guy that makes other guys around him better, because the Bears truly need that on the D-line. If he is that dude, I think you'll start to see T.J. Edwards, Tremont Edmonds. You'll start to see Yannick Ngakoue. Guys played a lot better, even helping out the rookies, Javon Dexter and Zach Pickens, that D-line. And if that D-line, that front seven actually could play a lot better, it's a lot of talent in that secondary. Kept Jalen Johnson. Happy about that. I was really nervous about them dealing him, especially when they told him to go seek a trade. But word around is, and from different outlets reported, that he's asking for a ridiculous amount of money, pretty much trying to reset the market. Went out to explore a trade, and nothing came out of it. So probably going to have to come down to reality, have to come down to earth. Wasn't a situation like Roquan Smith. That's what I was worried about. But Roquan got the money. Jalen just didn't get the money. I like Jalen Johnson. Could be a true number one corner. Not quite a turnover machine, but a lockdown guy. My only concern him is health. He was injured in college. Hasn't finished the season yet in the pros. He was actually hurt already earlier this year. So Poles, being a hard negotiator he is, he's going to stick with his guns. He's not going to overpay. I guess he let him go out to seek a trade to see what type of value, how the teams value them as far as money-wise. So when you make deals like this, because I've been hearing people call in the radio shows, and even some people comment on social media about rentals. This isn't a rental. When you believe me, before the Bears traded for Montez Sweat, trust me, they talked to his agent. They know exactly what he's looking for in the offseason, and they're clearly willing to match it because they gave up such a high draft pick to get him. And people think it's about this year. It's not. It's almost like a head start to the offseason. Head start to the offseason for the Bears, getting ready for next year, hopefully to take that big leap. Fills a huge hole. Once again, the bottom of the league in sacks and quarterback pressures And I feel like when that front line is good, it's going to make everybody else good. I think that secondary could really shine. These guys can get pressure on the quarterback. So let's see what happens. Because at the end of the day, yeah, look, defense looked solid against Sam Howell and Brian Hoyer, but you saw what Justin Herbert did. Sat back there and picked this defense damn apart. And the same thing's going to happen with Derek Carr. Not saying Carr's better than Herbert, but most starting caliber quarterbacks in the NFL, you get them that much time, they're going to pick you apart. There's nothing you can really do. So for now, I'm going to get a grade of A for now. Hopefully it turns to A+. I hope I don't have to drop the grade later on down the line, especially if it makes everyone else around them better. Bears finally have a person on the defensive line that offensive coordinators have to actually game plan for. We got a game plan for this guy, man. So hopefully everybody else can eat off of him. Pretty sure he's not going to go this week against the Saints. So we may get a chance to see him next Thursday against Carolina Panthers at home. Hopefully also that's Justin Fields' return so we can get rid of all this Tyson Bagent, Justin Fields talking. Real quick, before we exit, Tyson Bagent, I think he's doing a good job. I see a good quality backup for now, just for now. Not saying no telling what he can turn into. Seems to know the game, knows how to get the ball out. Manages the game well. He took a few shots last week, which was good. The big pass to Mooney. Of course, the drop to Velus Jones, who none of us know why he's still on the damn roster, but for some reason he is. I have to talk to Ryan Poles about that. I don't think he's ready to take another L because Velus Jones is an L on him. It's a 3rd round pick. That's a pretty high pick for a guy that is a fast guy that really just can't understand football, just can't play. It's just not very good at all. Really nothing you can do with him. I know you want to try to get the ball in his hands because he's fast, but makes poor decisions on kickoffs. He couldn't return punch last year. He's messing up this year, at some point. You just got to eat that. For Tyson Bagent, if nothing else, I would love to see him stick around for a few years, even just the backup Fields or whoever the future quarterback is. And I think he's a guy that can come in and give you, you can win a couple of games or at least stay in games. He doesn't come off as the type of guy that'll lose games, and he'll get better the more experience he has. He has the moxie. He's an NFL quarterback. He's definitely an NFL quarterback. Now, whether he's an NFL starting quarterback or a franchise quarterback, I'll just say wait and see. It's still very early. If nothing else, it's a great underdog story. Some old Rudy, Kurt Warner type shit. Somebody, starting from that low and rising all the way up. Hey, it's his 3rd start. Let's see what happens. I agree with a lot of other media. They got a little tape on him now, so I'm a little concerned about this Sunday. Hate to say it, I see 2-7 in our future, but let's see what happens from there. She'll get Fields back by Thursday, the Carolina game. No one's hoping for a playoff or anything like that. I just want to see improvement from last year. I don't care about that top 2 picks because everybody's still kind of on that. Oh, with the first 2 picks, look, you got to turn the losing culture around. You can't keep losing and losing and losing and losing. You got these young guys here. They need to start learning how to win. Need to see some type of improvement. If you can get 5 or 6 wins out this season, it's a jump from 3 last year, and you're trending up. Got a lot of assets to improve this team even more next year. So, lead or lose in the Carolina. I take their pick, and even if it's another top 10 pick, so if it's the 1 or 2 and the number 9 pick, whatever it is, it's still going to be in very good shape. So, hey, that's it for me for today. I will, of course, see you guys Saturday morning, Humidor Sports and Cigars podcast, Sports Zone Chicago on Roku TV, also streaming live here on Facebook. And we will see you then. The fellas will be with me, and then I'll be back next Tuesday, and we'll go over what happened in the Saints game. Hopefully better, much, much better results. And I'm not going to say a win, but I just want to see them play better. Don't get embarrassed. Go out there and make a game of it. It's the expectations have completely dropped on this team. All you really want is them to play better competitive football. You want to see improvements. You don't want to see sloppy blowouts. And that's what we saw last Sunday. So hopefully, we can bounce back. Hey, even possible to steal a win. I still think this schedule is pretty 50-50 with a lot of these teams that are playing coming up. Try to get a couple of wins in there. All right, guys. See you guys Saturday morning. Lefty out.